Previously on Investigations 2.
Here's the report, sir. Something tells me this is just gonna be the biggest... Are you guys ready? Just need to take a couple deep breaths here. The victim of the poison gas, Dane Gustavia. What?
Now, where was I?
Is that the first time I said what? I feel like I haven't said it at all today, and I've been recording for like an hour and a half here. What are you saying? Good work, Detective Gumshoe. As I thought, my theory was correct. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? Did he have something? Oh my god, I'm like... Yeah, what on earth does this blood prove? Well, did he like cut himself on the... Oh my goodness. This is blood from 18 years ago. This blood was found inside the glass case of the Gemini sculpture. In other words, your blood was found alongside Mr. Dover's body. You sold my dead bird to a blind kid? Yeah, I would overrule that too. Why would Mr. Gustavia's blood be in a place like that? He's meditating because he doesn't like it. If you intend to remain silent, then I'll reveal the truth myself. In the Gemini case, aside from the blood, we also found traces of salt and sugar. Ooh, oh man. She did say that. That's right. Oh my goodness. Are they saying the salt she tasted was actually his blood? Do we have blood in here? Oh, rock salt. Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. I know that's all I ever say is, oh my god! But seriously. I believe part of this rock salt lamp was mixed in with the sherbet from the lyre. I can't believe I didn't even think about that! At the time of the murder, there were 2 rock salt lamps in Mr. Masters' room. One of those lamps took Mr. Dover's life. We know that Mr. Dover's blood was left behind on the murderous lamp, however, there were no traces of anyone's blood found at the crime scene in Mr. Masters' room. Because the killer disposed all of the desserts with traces of blood into the streams of water, right? Oh, man. Oh my god, this is crazy. Weren't the 2 rock salt lamps found in Miss Delicia's room also broken? I mean, sort of. Both of their light bulbs are broken. Maybe they were dropped on the floor. I mean... we never did figure out why the other rock salt lamp was broken. Maybe Mr. Gustavia's blood was on the other lamp. Uh-oh, there's a timer going off outside. Somebody must be cooking something. If your blood was found on the lamps at the crime scene, you would have been suspected. As the culprit, you would have needed to conceal all traces of your blood from the police. Jeez. Oh, man. Jeez. Oh my god, I can't believe this! I don't even know what to say to this. I should be reading, but I'm like... my mind is too blown to read right now. Nope. There's no way of knowing when the body and the... Okay, I think I'm okay now. There's... It's funny how it just happens, you get better for no reason. There was no way of knowing when the body and the evidence would be discovered, so he planned to destroy the evidence before the Zodiac Art Gallery's grand opening. Oof. Dane Gustavia, isn't it about time you confessed? You are the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. Holy crap, dude. Gustavia, you're the reason Masters... I'm not even gonna try to say that word anymore. Why are you laughing, dude? Mr. Gustavia? Could it be, after all this time, my crime is finally brought to light? The prosecutors and defense attorneys 18 years ago never even came close. Bravo! Bravo! Well done, Sir Prosecutor! So you admit that you killed Mr. Dover? Well, I guess so. It is true. I killed Isaac Dover. But he had only himself to blame. Oh, well, here we go, guys. Here goes the cuts. Here goes the story. Dover and I worked together in order to win the contest. No matter who won, we agreed that we'd share the angel's recipe. But on the day of the finals, he stabbed me in the back with an icicle, and no one ever found out who did it because it melted! No, okay. Sir Dover, this isn't what we agreed to. I'm sorry, Gustavia, the deal is off. What? But I made your desserts for you. I'm the reason you got this far. And what of it? Can you prove that you assisted me in any way? Dover, you were planning to betray me all along! You tell lie, motherfucker! Because of Dover's treachery, I was forced to make my finals entry on my own. It is just as Sir Prosecutor said. My son assisted me every day until the finals. What about your pride as a confectionery artist? A proud chef loses the ability to taste his own creations. That's a feeling an upstart like you would never understand. Upstart. Mastering the art of dessert making is my reason for being. It's my one and only pride. Committing murder for the sake of pride. That's another feeling I will never understand. To say nothing of abandoning your own son. Oh my god. You know, but murdering for the sake of pride and causing someone else to abandon their son. Like, man. Before you judge me, first understand what happened 18 years ago. On the day of the finals, my son never came to assist me. Thinking back on it now, I suppose Dover had a hand in that as well. Really? I do not know, but it no longer matters. Ever since that day, my son meant nothing to me. From what I hear, he's still missing. Well, he was a kid. He couldn't help it if he couldn't get here. That's your son. You had no chance of winning, correct? Yes, and since I was guaranteed to lose, I needed a fail-safe. During the afternoon tea time, I made my way to Sir Master's room. I just needed to take a photo of the cure to my taste disorder. It would have all worked out. If only Dover hadn't interfered. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Boy, do you usually see, like, random art pictures like this so late in a case? I need to blow my nose. It's a bad time for that. Okay, that's a relief to have that booger gone. Cure for taste disorders. Oh ho. You have a taste disorder, don't you? Wow, this is rich. A pastry chef who can't taste. Dover, you... Please! 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 Puny worm, you are in no position to oppose me. Why you? Ugh. When I attempted to hit Dover, he struck me and sent me flying. I crashed into one of the rock salt lamps, and that was when my blood stained on it. So Mr. Dover wasn't the first one to be injured. To conceal my blood, I shaved away part of the rock salt lamp and mixed it into the sherbet. After that, it became a part of the lyre sculpture. So that's how you try to erase your traces from the crime scene. Dover tried to blackmail me by using his knowledge of my taste disorder. In If I didn't want it to become public, I was to pay him a large sum. Oh, man. You did it to silence him. He was the one who drew first blood. I simply gave him his just desserts. Nice one. Very nice. I carried the rock salt lamp that bore my blood into Dover's room. I then came up with a hiding place where it would not be easily found. I get it. That room contained plenty of tools for sculpted sherbet. Your deduction is spot on, Sir Attorney. It was the ideal place to shave away the rock salt. I then proceeded to coat the surface of the sherbet layer with vast amounts of the salty mixture. Why? Why did you try to pin the crime on Master? I didn't close anything out there, I just didn't say the word. You are wrong to blame me for that, Lady Catherine. If not for your unnecessary meddling, Sir Master would never have been a suspect. What? Why do you think I hid the murder weapon in fluorescent cloth in Lady Delicia's room? To pin it on her. Jeez. It's me! Yes, you! That is correct. Gutsy, why me? As one who sought to be the world's best confectioner, I greatly respected Sir Master. It was never my intention to cast suspicion on him, but an insolent woman who dared to sully the contest with fake desserts. I had no problem letting someone like you take the blame for the crime. Oh, jeez. That makes me sad! If you hadn't snacked on other people's desserts, the body would never have been found. It was when Sir Master would be judging Lady Delicia's room. That's when I finally saw an opportunity to freeze the body. But before I could move the body, Lady Catherine had already discovered it. Why? Do you need to freeze Monsieur Oh, I did it! I said it wrong! Monsieur Dover's body. Why, indeed. Monsieur Edgeworth, please tell us, or please tell me I'm not doing that too bad. Why would Gustavia have needed to freeze the body? Throw off the time of death, I think. Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body in order to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected. Yep. Well, I was thinking more like throw it off by 18 years, but there's no way he would have known that was going to happen anyway, so never mind. Of course, that occurred to me like a second after I said it, and I was like, oh no, that's going to be wrong. But it turned out there was justification for it, so thank God. Man. I couldn't think of the word hiding place at the time. So he's just hiding the body until he can get the thing set up. But thanks to that gluttonous pharmacist, the lid of the chest broke. But why did you disguise him as an ice sculpture? Once the body was discovered, there would be no time to throw off the time of death. To buy time, you needed to hide it someplace else. Oh man. How could you hide Dover's body within one of his own works? It all would have worked out if the body hadn't been discovered while it was in Sir Master's room. If everything had gone according to plan, Sir Master would never have been arrested. Oh no. That's not good. So we're hearing this song again, huh? Yeah, really. The detective in charge of the initial investigation was also a dunce. Or, in British terms, a ponce. To think that he never reported the missing body to the prosecutor. Prosecutor Von Karma indicted Mr. Master without knowing the body had vanished. I see. That would explain why he looked so flustered at the crime scene. Although it's something that would stand out if you read the official documents. Could someone have intentionally distorted the information? At any rate, Ron Karma found out about the missing body after he had made his indictment. I'm gonna need to watch this again in editing really close there, because I feel like what he was saying there was a clue to something bigger. Yeah. Yep. No. No, he's not going to be able to do that. No, the statute of limitations, right? So you figured it out? That's correct. You have no right to sentence me. But the culprit is standing right in front of us! Yeah, but... allow me to tell you the reason why you can't arrest me. Oh... for a second I thought I was going to be presenting something on behalf of him. That would have been hilarious. It has been 18 years since I have murdered Dover. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years, is it not? In other words, it's impossible for you to arrest me. I only confessed my crime because the statute of limitations had expired. Okay, was there a point here? Yeah, that's right. Because I tried to do this earlier with the other person. Wait a minute. As long as the statute of limitations remains, arresting him is impossible. No way! No, but yes way. My sincerest apologies, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Neither Mr. Gustavia's testimony nor your logic can be taken as official legal proof. The verdict of the trial 18 years ago cannot be overturned. What about the fact that Mr. Dover's body was hidden? Even if we can't arrest Mr. Gustavia, this should at least earn Mr. Master a retrial. Really? I wonder about that. Overturning a verdict on the voters of law. Ugh, jeez. This seems extremely important, like... Not just in... This feels like part of something bigger, though. And that's the first time I felt like that in this game. Like, if it's anything like the first game, though, all the cases are going to be connected. People have even told me as much. So now I'm starting to wonder, like, oof. I don't know, man. There's nothing I can do. Is there no way to continue pursuing him? Maybe not. Maybe we won't be able to do it till later. I don't know. It has been 18 years since I murdered Dover. Okay. I mean... No matter how many years have passed, your sin will never fade. This is not Final Fantasy X, stupid. I'm sure you've realized this by now. There's no way you can arrest me. Yeah, you said that already. No. Ugh. So one of those three loopholes is going to come up, though, I'm pretty sure. That's probably what we're going to have to go for here. But I'll press this anyway. It's possible that some of your actions 18 years ago were not affected by the statute. Haha, it's been so long, I've got nothing left to hide. Ask me anything you'd like. AMA, on Reddit, right now. Very well, can you explain to me what you did during these past 18 years? Yeah, tell us. After the contest, the medicine from the recipe book allowed me to fully cure my taste disorder. I then immediately headed to Zhengfa to train my design skills. Well, there you go then, isn't it? So he wasn't seen ever since because he was in a foreign country! I got you! Indeed, and I'm certain that I went abroad to train. About 1 year after that case. 1 year, there you go! Right before Sir Master's final trial. And thanks to my training, I'm now a confectioner on parallel of tasting design. Whoa! Wow. You just made a Madarasu. You should not be proud of a position earned through the sacrifices of others. Whoa, ha 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 ha. You can't bake a cake without breaking a few eggs. Sacrifices were necessary for my goal. That's horrible. Say what you will. The fact still remains that you cannot arrest me. Oh, yeah. No, I think, well, man, I'll tell you. Is there anyone who knows recent testimony? Yeah? Could you please add the details about your training in Zangfa to your testimony? Certainly. No problem, because I don't see what you're about to do. Afterwards, I trained in Zangfa, became the world's best confectioner. But guess what? That also means you went to the country, which means that the... Well, let me look at this again just to make sure. If the suspect flees to or lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. The thing is, we don't know when he returned, but I'm willing to bet he was there for more than 3 years. I'm gonna do it. Not surprised. One of the conditions regarding the statute of limitations for murder is as follows. If the suspect flees to a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. So the statute of limitations was suspended while you were overseas! That's right! The statute of limitations stopped while you were training in Zangfa! Indeed, it is possible that the statute of limitations has not expired yet. Mr. Kasabian, please tell us how long you stayed in Zangfa. Please don't say any less than 3 years. It will be exactly 3 years. Oh no! So that was about to run out in like a matter of days here. Yeah, 18 minus 3 is 15. Yeah, we have a problem here. We're gonna need to go to exact dates. Has it, though? Yeah, he knows, too. Exactly 18 years, you say? How amusing. Did this happen because the statute of limitations is about to run out? Just like in case 1-4? Are you laughing? The statute of limitations still applies! We don't know that yet. Okay, it's frustrating, but... the case occurred in December. It's April now, which means... strictly speaking, the case occurred 18 years and 4 months ago. His stay abroad wasn't quite enough. We were just a few months short. Not enough? That can't be! That can't be! Oh, man. Oh, I thought we had him there! Would he have known all about that? Like, really? Prosecutor Edgeworth, it really is a shame. If it was just 1 year earlier, the statute of limitations would not have run out. Is there anything else that he did? Because there's 2 other loopholes there. I don't like to call those loopholes, but, well... the whole concept of statute of limitations seems kind of weird to me anyway, though. Like, people just stop being responsible for what they did because 15 years have gone by. Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. It seems you were simply incapable. I ain't incapable of nothing, baby! I almost called you something else, but I'm feeling nice all of a sudden for some reason. So, Monsieur Gustavia really is beyond the law's reach. Okay, what are you thinking? Thinking about my daddy.
Objection!
Can you save him? If you're thinking of taking matters into your own hands, I implore you to reconsider. There still might be a way to bring this man to justice. What? Why is she so depressed? Miles, remember the facts of the case 18 years ago. Just as you were mistaken earlier, it seems Mr. Gustavia has also overlooked one key detail. Overlooked? He wasn't present during Mr. Master's final trial, so he didn't know the outcome of the trial. There may yet be a way for you to arrest him. Miles, look over that book on statute of limitations again. 17 years ago, Master was falsely declared guilty for a serious crime. And he doesn't know that, even though he's standing right in front of us. Okay, let's just suspend our disbelief here. Thanks to that verdict, we aren't out of ammunition just yet. Mr. Shields, you're a genius! I know. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. I am Mr. Master's attorney. I can't use his suffering as a weapon in good conscience. For that reason, I leave the rest up to you. I'll also leave you my 80s music to inspire you. Oh, and it turned off just when Edgeworth had to. He had to tune out the music because it would have distracted him. The trial my father and Von Karma battled over. Can I use that to arrest Mr. Gustavia? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yes! My father and Von Karma. Their paths diverged. One revealed the truth. The other concealed it. The path that I choose is the one that reveals the truth. I didn't object. Oh, I'm about to here.
Objection!
Oh no, she already said it though. Overruled. Gustavia will stand in court for his crimes. Do you mean to say you have found a way to arrest Mr. Gustavia? Exactly. I'll show Judge Courtney the evidence that will shatter the statute of limitations. Wait, okay, let me read this again. I don't think it's going to be the book itself, right? Because that's silly. We already did that once. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. Then resumes. Okay, wait, let me read the third one. If charges are pressed to demand compensation, the statute is frozen for the length of that procedure. Yeah, I don't really know of any kind of compensation. I know Mr. Dover was greedy, but he's dead, so unless his family was asking for compensation, they haven't said anything about that, so... But if possible accomplices, though... You're saying the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. They said the verdict was reached 17 years ago. He said he didn't leave for Zhangfa till a year after the trial, right? So it's not like that would overlap, you know, the time that he was on trial or whatever. There's a lot of stuff in here. Jeffrey Masters' room, Mr. Masters' mansion. Session limitations ran on December 24th, 3 years ago. I'm wondering if, like, that other thing, that 7 years ago thing, that's for theft, though, right? Creator of the deserted victim's body was found inside a dessert made by the suspect. This led to his arrest. Oh, I'm looking right at it here! After his own confession, he was convicted as an accomplice. That's it! Wait, what page was that? It's gonna ask me for the page, probably. That's page 2, okay. Do it. The IS-7 case file. Which page are you referring to? Oh, I did... the case summary, right? The case summary page. I'm sure we already know the full details of the case. There's nothing there that could affect the statute of limitations. Oh. I can still look at it, though, just to make double sure. Maybe they put them out of order just to throw me off. Yeah, that's case summary. Okay, so suspect data. Here we go. That's what we want. Suspect data. Here we go. The suspect data page. At the trial, Jeffrey Master was found guilty of being an accomplice to murder. And it took 1 year to arrive at this verdict. Right, that is indeed true. This book lists conditions in which the statute of limitations can be put on hold. The first, as I had said earlier, is if the suspect flees to a foreign country. But there's one more. Wow, dude. Possible accomplices are on trial. The countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. What are you saying? So Master was found to be an accomplice? That's right. Mr. Master was sentenced after you had left for your trip to Zhangfa. And he was found guilty. Okay, so he was arrested after that. Ooh. Is there some overlap here? Will there be enough? That's absurd! So Master never committed any crime to begin with. You should certainly know this. Of course we do. That's why we're going to free him. To that end, we will shatter the one remaining obstacle in our way. Oh man. So he seemed surprised there, like he didn't even realize the Master had been in jail all this time. Okay. Yep. Boom. Shoot! The goddess of law is unerring in her judgments. However, this time I think she's got it wrong. Oh, what? I cannot believe it, but it seems like the case will have to be reopened. This is absurd! This is bullshit! You cannot arrest me! For the last 18 years, an innocent man has suffered greatly in your stead. Mr. Gustavia, it's now time for you to atone for your crimes! Go, Ray. Oh my god, he's such a badass. Oof. I had finally earned my place as the greatest confectioner in the world. To achieve that goal, I cast everything aside, even my own son. Well, maybe you shouldn't have done that, sir. You can't run from your crimes any longer. Have we heard this music yet? Oh, whoa! What is he doing? He's making himself. That was so freaking cool! So is that their way of saying he hates himself for what he did? Dang, Gustavia's been taken into custody, sir. Yeah, so you're up next, right? Yes, I understand. Don't arrest her. Kate. When I play Secret of Mana at Chugga's place, I couldn't think of any names for the people, so like for the sprite and the girl. I ended up calling the sprite Larry, and then I called the girl Kate. So, there you go. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for all the trouble I've caused. And thank you very much for catching Monsieur Gustavia. Monsieur. Ugh. I don't know if I'm ever going to say that right. What you did cannot be overlooked, even if the crimes you committed were in response to a past injustice. As a prosecutor, I am terribly sorry for what happened. No, I'm only getting what I deserve, since I was the cause of all this. But that's not the problem. You weren't the cause of crap. I mean, you weren't purposefully the cause of any crap. Kate, will you have me as your attorney? I'm not quite the same useless kid I was 18 years ago. I won't let them find you guilty. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, wow. He's like, whatever. Come here. Sorry to interrupt, but it's time to go. Oh my gosh. Yes, alright. I mean, I'm not worried for her because I know Ray, like, well... he's just that kind of dude, man. You can trust him. Judge Courtney, it seems that once again you failed to take my badge away from me. Oh man, I can't help but feel that you've been dishonest with me. Oh, jeez. Dishonest? Whatever do you mean? You said that the verdict could not be overturned, but that was not the case. A reinvestigation and retrial were obviously required as soon as the missing body was found. I have no need to answer you. It seems she doesn't intend to ever give me an answer. Well... Prosecutor Edgeworth, the PIC has you in its sight. And one day, we will catch you. Though, most likely. What if I just don't show up? Maybe I'll go to Zingfa myself. You know. Now then, I shall take my leave. Well, take your dump while you're at it. Because you're clearly full of shit. Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth caught the real bad guy. Didn't you do his job as a prosecutor? No matter how things turn out, I will never regret what I did here today. Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What is it? Why are you always sticking your nose in cases that you're not even involved with? My duty is to reveal the truth. Not only as a prosecutor, it's just who I am. Man, I don't get it. As long as you continue to think that being the best is all that matters, I doubt you ever will. See, I was once like you. Well, I don't get that either. I'm going home. What is he? Oh my god. What was that all about? There is much to learn, he still has. Always in motion is the future. Oh, don't! No, I'm not mine. I know Cricket-san could do it. I think I might be falling for you. Well, that's too bad. Thanks for helping, Jeffy. Well, no. Yo, Edgy, great job solving that case! Well, I was busy drawing, so I didn't really catch all of it. Huh? Where did Katie and Justy run off to? Maurice, you really weren't paying much attention at all, were you? Well, I hate to admit it, but Larry's doodles actually helped us out a few times. I should say something nice to him. Oh my god, this is another moment that just needs to be held in just for a moment, you know, just to... Don't glare at me like that, I'm sorry! It was not my intent to glare at you. Yeah, that patented Edgeworth glare. You're just like your old man. Is that so? Well then, Uncle Ray's gonna go pay Mr. Master a visit. You guys wanna tag along? Hell yeah, I'd be happy to accompany you. Aren't you gonna say the nice thing to Larry? Oh, me too! What are you gonna do? I don't know, well, it's nice having you around though. April 2nd, well thank God it's not April Fool's Day anymore. Aww. Nowadays all the prisoners and God look forward to snack time at 3 o'clock. That's nice. I want to eat his desserts too. Oh, boy. So the chocolate cake we saw in the prison the other day. Whoa. Well, there's one connection right there. Oh, Kelly, why are you here? I heard everybody's come to visit, so I escorted Mr. Master myself. Hello, one and all, I am Jeffrey Master. Oh, no. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Mr. Master Miles, your old defense attorney's son. You mean Mr. Gregory's? Your father has done so much for me, and yet I betrayed his good faith when I made the false confession. I've heard the details from Mr. Shields. Mr. Master, I came here today to tell you everything we learned about 18 years ago. 18 years ago? Kate committed a crime for my sake. Why would she do such a thing? I think I don't need to be singing this part. Miss Hall's been trying to prove your innocence for the last 18 years. She was willing to do whatever it took to save you. Kate, she shouldn't have gone through so much trouble for an old man who let her down. Mr. Master, I don't think you realize just how much Miss Hall cares for you. I have something here that clearly proves the two of you share an unbreakable bond. An unbreakable bond. Proof of the bond between Jeffrey Master and Catherine Hall. This should give Mr. Master some peace of mind. Well, we haven't had to do this in a while. Wow. Well, what do we got in here? Let's see. I don't know why. I feel like it might be the chocolates, but part of the reason for that is because I saw somebody in the comments mentioned the chocolates, and then they said something about feels. Well, he also has, like, the sweet thing, right? Where it makes him feel better when you give him sweets. I wonder if. Handmade. And they're handmade by her, so. I didn't really see anything else. I'm gonna give it a shot. These chocolates, did Kate make them? She did. They're really sweet and tasty. She's been making these chocolates for the past 18 years. So that she could give them to you whenever you returned. Oh, wow. Kate. Oh my gosh! Oh no, don't do this to me! I'm sure they are very, very sweet. Yes, they truly are. Unfortunately, I cannot give them to you now, but I can hand them over later in secret, pal. It is against the rules, but right now I don't have the authority to stop him. Thank you very much. Say, you remind me of an old friend. Do you know of a Detective Bad? Hell yes I do! Of course I do. Detective Bad's my #1 role model, pal. How uncanny. Talk about fate. Mr. Master, it's looking like we'll be able to get you out soon. I can only apologize that it took 18 years to do so. Oh, man. What I really should be saying is, it's about time. No, thank you. Mr. Master, now it's my turn. No, now it's my turn. Don't use my voice to wait for Kate. I'll make her favorite sweets every day until she returns. Oh God, this is... Stop doing this. Please look after her, Raymond. You got it. She'll be fine. Don't you worry. That guy knows what he's doing. Please tell me we get to see them reunite at some point in this game. Oh. The IS-7. That's like, wow. That's the most feels I've had since, I think, like the 4th case of Apollo Justice or something. The IS-7 incident case. Well, no, there was like Kay's little thing with her dad in Investigations 1, though. The Promise book and stuff. In fact, I got someone's actually attempting to make like a replica of that for me. It was totally cool. Anyway, the IS-7 incident, the case I inherited from my father. The inherited turnabout. After 18 long years, it's finally coming to a close. Finally got to finish what he started. Miles, thanks for today. I'm sorry for leaving that final decision to you. No, I made that decision of my own free will. Eh, what are you talking about? To arrest Gustavia, we had no choice but to use Mr. Master's false charge. Yeah, that's the thing. To use Mr. Master's false charge, which I was originally supposed to protect him from. The attorney inside of me simply could not do it. But after this, Uncle Ray's going to try and clear away that false charge as well. Yes, I understand. But if they find out about the false charge, they won't be able to arrest Mr. Gustavia, right? That's true. Sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now isn't always completely right. Contradiction in the law? Well, who knows what'll happen. The law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. Just like Uncle Ray and Miles have grown up. You know? People in the law both grow. Miles, I'm gonna stop the music for a second here because I got something really important to tell you. To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney, I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on. I will. Well, if you ask Uncle Ray, you'll always be welcome down at the office. Alright then. Looks like it's time for Uncle Ray to get going. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant... Oh. Really though, thanks for today. Ah, he's cool. Oh my gosh, doing that old Metroid Prime 2 wave. Mr. Shield seemed to be in a bit of a hurry. Indeed. I should be the one thanking him. I was able to face my father's last case because of him. Or run outside, chase down the taxi! No, I'm just kidding. When I was young, I wanted to become a great defense attorney like my father. However, under Prosecutor Von Karma, I learned the ways of a prosecutor. Thanks to a certain friend, I was able to discover my own path in life. However, right now, there are forces trying to take me off the prosecutor's path. Maybe now is the perfect time to think about how I should live my life. Man, this is really deep. Gregory? What did that say for the date? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry that it took so long. He's at the grave, isn't he? Oh no, he's just talking to a picture. It may have taken 18 years, but finally we've proven Mr. Master's innocence. Miles, your son, helps me with that. The way he fought for the truth, he was just like you, Gregory. Oh, still not the kind of attorney you were. But I will forever carry on the convictions I inherited from you. And if I can, together with him. To fight crime as a prosecutor or to save people as a defense attorney. The path I choose is... Don't make me choose, please. He doesn't know. Man, oh my god. Oof. The Forgotten Turnabout. Man, I wish I'd realized I was this close to the end of Case 3. I probably could have finished it before I went to Atlanta. I would have taken some serious bookage, but I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have been able to do it. Wow, I feel like there's like a million things I want to say right now. This definitely feels like either the end or the beginning for Edgeworth as a character. Like, where in the world, like, what's he gonna do, you know? I feel like since the game is called Prosecutor's Path, he's gonna stay a prosecutor. And I think that's more, he's probably better at that, but at the same time, he's clearly... Well, once again, it's like, as I said it before, it's two sides of the same coin. You know, even by prosecuting, you can protect people because you get criminals off of the street. You know, you don't always see the results of your actions, you know, but you're still doing good. As long as, you know, and that's assuming that your client is always guilty if you're a prosecutor. That's assuming that your client is always innocent if you're a defense attorney. You know, but who knows? At the end of the day, it's like they say, you just gotta find the truth. But the truth is that coin. You know, the two sides of the same coin. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and yammer like this, but I guess we can get a little preview of episode 4 here. Just, you know, I haven't done this in a while. Wait a minute, who's the silhouette? It's a girl. Forgotten Turnabout, beginning part 1. Here we go. Let's have a look and see here. From here on out, let the council begin. Oh, crap! Let our members discuss this matter with a clear conscience of the goddess of law. Today's deliberation shall be about Miles Edgeworth's aptitude and ability as a prosecutor. Who are you? What? Why are you wearing that raincoat? Oh, jeez. Why are you on top of a building? Why is it 12:08 in the morning? 12:07, actually. Hang on! It's my birthday! April 5th, 1:23 p.m. What happened to Kay? Is she okay? They wouldn't actually kill her off, right? They can't do that. No way. Edgeworth is reading. Gumshoe seems very depressed about something. If you look at it, that looks almost like Gumshoe is holding his arm out with a sword and having a sword fight with the chair. Can you see that? Like, is it just me? Anyway. Well, we'll see you guys next time on Investigations 2 for Case 4. Damn, dude.